Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gregory. Welcome to Dragon King 72 Media LLC. It is November the 14th, 2025. It is noon, 12 p.m., as we would say. Also, this is your second video installment. I'm not going to make it too long because it doesn't deserve the attention that Megyn Kelly, the ex-Fox analyst, the ex-MSNBC analyst, journalist, panel host, whatever you want to call her. She went off and started her own Megyn Kelly channel on Sirius Network. And let me just say that the woman has some type of affinity. She has some type of affinity with come on. That's my dog. She has some type of affinity with black women. And her newest target is Abby Phillips from CNN. She is a host of, her first show is Newsnight with Abby Phillips. She does another one in the morning. It's called 5 in the Morning or something to that effect, I believe, on CNN. And I've had my, concerns with how Abby Phillips was moving, but disrespecting her the way Megyn Kelly has done, I will not do. Not because she's black, but because the criticism that I had with Abby Phillips was simply how she was moving and not being fair when it came to Kamala Harris's campaign and what was going on versus Donald Trump. She sided with the right pundits on the show, which I didn't necessarily agree with. And I think that if she was being fair, she would have went tit for tat as far as how both of those campaigns were, kind of out of the box, if we're gonna call it that. But anyway. So again, Megyn Kelly's newest target is Abby Phillips because she loves going after black women. Come on, she loves going after black women. So she is basically saying that Abby Phillips has lost control, doesn't know how to run her own show. And everybody else is making her look smart when she's basically dumb. She went on to say that Abby Phillips needed to hear that from her. And of course, Piers Morgan did the same thing. He was talking his shit. And that's a whole nother video, with Piers Morgan. But we're talking about Megyn Kelly. I mean, it's just like every time a black woman, gets a position, whether it be in social media, Supreme Court justice, presidential nominee, vice president, nominee, anything like that. There were no black female president nominees. Well, we almost had one. It's like this woman has a problem with black women being successful. Whatever happened to women in general supporting each other and wanting to even the odds, create a balance of within our society of what we see as far as who's in control of corporations, who's doing things that have high positions. So this presidency is only confirming what we all knew, that even white women, even other women have a problem with black women being successful. They don't want it to happen. They don't want it, white women, what I'm seeing since Donald Trump has become president, a lot of these white people, a lot of your favorite white celebrities, particularly women, they're coming out in droves, and supporting this chaotic, presidency, all the energy, all the feelings that have come with Donald Trump making a second presidential run for another 3 years now. And so when I see people like Megyn Kelly and what's the Kristen Chenoweth have these comments, Kristen Chenoweth was talking about Charlie Kirk and she believed him and yada yada yada. Of course, she went on an apology tour, because she had to realize that outside of Broadway, maybe a few cinematic roles, nobody's checking for Kristen Chenoweth. We just not. Her claim to fame is a successful Broadway show, and that's okay. But to say this woman has any more, what's the word I'm looking for? Y'all help me out in the comments. To say she has any more prowess outside of Broadway where it's equal to, it's just no. The answer would be no and fuck no. But we're led to believe this. So, Megyn Kelly, what's the other one? The exercise bitch. What's her name? The white lady. What's her name? She basically, I don't know what her problem was, but she was talking something about slavery, and she was saying a lot of crazy stuff. Come on, we going in. I don't understand what you're doing. Come on, dude. And so, I forgot her name. She was the exercise guru. She adopted 2 black kids. And see, that's another thing. You're adopting 2 black kids does not guarantee you, or give you the access and the permission to say horrible things. I don't believe in slavery because I adopted 2 black kids. I mean, but yeah, you will say, oh, this slavery wasn't so bad and only a certain percentage. Like, whose face are you playing in? Because it's not mine and millions of others. But Megyn Kelly will sit there and just dog anybody that's a black person, a black woman. Like, she has no respect for herself. I mean, but just look at her show, though. Her whole fucking show, that red background. Now, she's quick to say somebody is demonic, but it's giving nothing but hateful she-devil bitch. You know what I'm saying? Have y'all watched Megyn Kelly? The whole show is giving hateful she-devil bitch. Like, honey, do you need to be exercised? Do I need to call a couple of Catholic priests to show up at your fucking studio to do an exorcism on your motherfucking ass while you worry about who else is not of God? But black women have always been a threat, especially when they get so fucking intelligent, which is millions of. And a lot of them have had to subdue their own success just to make either a man happy or make society happy, which is unfortunate. But Megyn Kelly is just so obsessed with black women. She's so obsessed with brown women as well. I would love to see Megyn Kelly go up against Anna Navarro from The View. And I tell you right now, Anna is going to annihilate her ass. Anna will annihilate her ass. We don't want to send Alyssa Farrah Griffin because she's probably going to co-sign everything she's fucking saying. So we never want to send Alyssa over there. But Anna, Joy may not be able to keep up as much. You know what I'm saying? Not because she's not intelligent, because she is. But Joy is of the age where it's like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. What? Because they've just like Whoopi. The two of them are of a certain age where they ain't gonna mince words with your ass. Anna won't either, but Anna just, she's the look. And I got to be careful because I don't want to do any age discrimination. But Anna's a little younger, so she ready for the battle. You know what I'm saying? And she ready. She gonna fight that shit long term. Whoopi and Joy will probably be like, nah, just say a couple of curse words and get the fuck out of there real quick because they don't have time for it. But Anna, I'd love to see Anna Navarro and Megyn Kelly get into a verbal coup d'etat. And my money is always going to be on Anna. Always going to be on Anna. And it's always going to be on Anna because she's ready for the fight. And Anna is an old school Republican. Although I wish that Anna Navarro wasn't a Republican. But she's those kind of Republicans that back in the day you can reason with. Not all of them, because racism has always been a part of the Republican community, but you could still reason with them to a certain extent. That started to change though when George Bush Jr. got in office and started acting a damn fool. Then you knew that it was a different type of Republican going on. Reagan was full of shit too. I'm gonna just tell it like it is. Reagan was not the type of president y'all thought he was. He talked about a welfare queen. There was no such person as a welfare queen. And as far as welfare queens are concerned, majority of white people are on welfare, but y'all don't know about that. But thank y'all for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and I appreciate you. Bye.